So our next story is Dragon Ball Super related. What on this podcast? What on this broadcast? Who knew that we would talk about something? So, last time, I'm pretty sure the last thing we said was, oh, so I guess Funimation is going to release this, but we didn't have any concrete dates. And it's so funny how literally in an instant, everything changes.
Pretty much.
Because I'm pretty sure it went from, we don't have any concrete dates, that's when it was released, and then the next day, showing that it was actually set, that Funimation is releasing it in English, the Dragon Ball Z or Dragon Ball Super Broly movie, in English in January 2019. Because I'm pretty sure we did not talk about that. It opens in Japan on December 14th, but I think, even though I still believe, I truly believe, that a Dragon Ball movie will do well, even if it's near Christmas.
Yeah.
I feel like Funimation doesn't want to take that risk.
Yeah.
And I understand it completely, because they're probably going to have to buy out theaters, so they're probably going to have to put out their own money. Even though Dragon Ball is a huge franchise.
Yeah.
I still think they don't want to take that risk, and frankly, I'm not going to shit on them for it.
No, I'm fine with it coming out in January.
Yeah, it's fine. Probably late January.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Well,
it doesn't say a date. It just says January.
Oh, right, yeah, January 2019.
Yeah. So that's happening, but at San Diego Comic-Con, because we told you guys that this episode of Keikaku Korner would be San Diego Comic-Con heavy, at San Diego Comic-Con, they also released the English trailer for the Dragon Ball Super Broly movie. So we actually got to watch that. Both you and I, we've watched it a fair amount of times. And I think the one thing I want to speculate on the most, because we've speculated on this movie. If you guys have been watching for a long time, you've seen us speculate on this movie at the end of our Dragon Ball Super podcast. Like, we were doing Super, and then like the last episode that we did, we speculated on this. We speculated on this because that was when the teaser came out. We speculated on this, when else, Tristan? We also speculated on this when the name was dropped, when, like, a bunch of other times we've been talking about this movie, right? Oh, when the visual was dropped and then the name.
Yep.
So a lot of different times. So, I think what I want to talk about is who's voicing who. Because from the sounds of it, obviously we have Sean Shim as Goku. Right. Sean Schimmel as Goku. We have Chris Sabat as Vegeta.
Yep.
We have the man whose name I can't remember, but has an amazing, crisp voice as Whis.
Right.
We haven't seen Beerus yet, but I imagine we get Beerus' voice actor back, because why wouldn't we? But when it comes to Broly and this version of Paragus, is it just me, or does this version of Paragus, the voice actor sounds exactly the same as the voice actor for Paragus in the original English dub for the movie? When he says, "Go, Broly," he sounds exactly the same.
It might be.
Now, what I wonder the most is,
Ian
are
Sinclair.
we getting...
That's
what?
Ian Sinclair.
Thank you. Love Ian Sinclair. I know he's done some other stuff that I can't think of off the top of my head, but I'm pretty sure he's been in Attack on Titan, most likely. But anyway, so when it comes to the voice actor who voices Paragus in the new dub, sounds like the original Paragus. In the old dub, not sure how it's working on the Japanese side of things, but in the US side of things, they sound very similar. Which would be hilarious if they just kept the same voice actors. But here's the question, though. Broly, if you remember, Tristan, was voiced over by Vic Tomorrow. So I wonder if Vic Mignoli, if he will be voicing over Broly again. Because I don't know about you, Tristan, and I know some people will say, Matt, it's just a scream. You can't, tell from a scream. I can tell Vic Mignogna's scream from other people's screams. And damn it, it sounds like Vic Mignogna.
Yeah.
Right? Okay, so it's not just me.
No, it's not just you.
Okay, good. Now, they could totally be using old voice clips.
I don't think so.
I mean, here's the funny thing, Tristan. I want to be very real with you. We don't know if this Broly speaks yet. If he does, that would be awesome, because that would differentiate him from the original Broly.
Yeah.
But if he doesn't, he's just made up of Vic Mignogna's screams.
Oh God. No,
It's
okay. I don't know that they won't do that, but I
they did it
really
with Al.
they don't.
They did it with Al in an FMA OVA. They were actually able to take old clips from the original voice actor and rework them into a workable script
Oh my.
for Al in the brief segments he was in the OVAs for the original FMA, because they did the OVAs years after the original series.
Right.
Now, will they do it again? Probably not. Can they? Hell yeah. So I don't know. I'm not saying they should. I'm just saying that it would be freaking hilarious. But I do think it would be nice if they got Vic Mignogna back. He seems to have gotten lost in video game land, which, to be fair, the video game voice actors do make a lot more money than certain anime voice actors who just do anime. That's why you have a lot of anime voice actors doing a bunch of other things as well, like video games, like theater work, like television work, you know? So, or you have someone like Johnny Young Bosch who does everything. Everything. Like, I would not be surprised if my voice right now was being dubbed over by Johnny Young Bosch. He's just that cerebral. The man does everything. So, I'm just saying that, you know, I that's kind of what I want to speculate on, because this is the first time we've heard this, like, anything related to Dragon Ball Super Broly's, you know, the movie being in English. Right? Because that teaser that we got, there was barely any dialogue, and it was all in Japanese.
Right.
You know that teaser, the one with the animation that was vastly different than even this animation?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, so I had a violent coughing fit. I think either Vic Mignogna or Johnny Young Bosch are getting to me. They're trying to Johnny Young Bosch trying to just get in my vocal cords. But I won't let them in. But anyway,
Your vocal cords are trying to go beyond.
even further beyond. But anyway, so any speculation you want to do? Do you think they got Vic Mignogna back? You said that it sounded like him, but you know,
I was trying to see if I could find anything. Looking it up, it
No.
might. I don't think so. I don't think they've revealed who it is.
yeah, that's the interesting thing. Like, I'm pretty sure they didn't reveal anyone other than, I imagine, because I know that
Other
Sean
than the
Schimmel
obvious,
was.
yeah.
Well, no, because Sean Schimmel was there along with Chris Sabat, so
Right.
I imagine they may have leaked that it's them.
I mean,
just
just hearing Goku and Vegeta, we'd know immediately if it was someone different.
how funny would it be? They just reveal. Yeah, I voiced Sean Schimmel's like, I voiced Vegeta for the movie, and Chris Abbott's like, I voiced Goku.
I want to see them do that as a gag at a panel. That would be
I
hilarious.
want to. I'm sure they have already, but I would love to see them do it on like an April Fool's edition of Super.
Right.
To me, that's hilarious. Doing that, like showing showing Dragon Ball Super on Toonami on April Fool's, and just having all the voice actors doing different characters.
Oh my god.
That'd be hilarious. But so when it comes to this movie, I think the question is, do you think it'll be the first or second arc when Dragon Ball Super returns to television? I'm kidding. Frieza. So obviously, you know, voice actor for Frieza is back as well. What kind of role do you think Frieza might be playing in this movie? Because we've speculated before, but now that we see him there, I feel like, you know, it's strange because Toriyama. What?
I think there are actually two different actors for Frieza. One who's been in the series of Super, but there's another who did him for Resurrection F. I think they're getting the movie actor back.
Wait, what? I didn't hear about that at all.
Or I think that's how it was going.
Yeah, could you look that up? Because as far as I knew, I thought it was the same Frieza regardless. But please look that up, because that'd be very interesting, because I definitely didn't notice a difference myself. But anyway, the reason why I'm talking about Frieza necessarily is because of the fact that when we look at, because at first I thought, you know, oh, are they going to bring him to Earth and yada yada, but I don't know. I do wonder if he's just going to make a pit stop. I don't know. We don't know how long this movie's going to be. It could be one of those hour 20 movies instead of the, you know, the original, like the original Dragon Ball Z movies that were like 50 minutes apiece. So I do wonder if it's going to be an hour 20, hour 25, or maybe even a little bit longer. But when it comes to Frieza's role, you know, it's very strange because it seems like, even though Toriyama said this is his take on the character, so far it seems very reminiscent of the original Broly. Like, I do wonder if the only differences might be his muscle mass, and also the fact that, because of course many Japanese animators have gone past their parts 1 to 3 JoJo phase, and now everyone's all, skinny boys, other than like All Might. But what I'm getting at though is, I do wonder if, other than the backstory, this Broly's appearance on Earth might be very similar, other than, of course, Super Saiyan gods, might be very similar to his role in the first legendary Super Saiyan movie.
Right.
Other than, and of course merging the 10th movie as well when he actually comes to Earth. But the reason why I bring this up is because of the fact that...
Okay,
what?
yeah, so, sorry.
Okay. No, please, I was hoping you'd look that up while I was rambling.
Yeah. No, I mean, well, for names. So Christopher Ayers, I believe?
Yes.
Yeah, he's been doing Frieza's voice in all media since after Kai, or up until Kai.
Okay.
And then he actually had to go through a double lung transplant.
Oh, no.
Yeah. But he is actually, following the treatment, he is coming back to voice Frieza in Dragon Ball Super Broly.
Okay.
Demand Mills has been doing Frieza. So he might have done him in Resurrection F.
Okay. So that means that I have to then look at the difference, because I also should admit...
really close, though. Like, so, yeah, it's hard to tell.
And I'll admit, I actually have not been watching dubbed Super. I have the first 13 episodes on DVD, but there's no Frieza in the first 13 episodes, so maybe in like one flashback. But other than that, I haven't seen Frieza dubbed, to be fair. We saw him in the movies.
Yeah.
But unless you're telling me that Kai Frieza, who I did see, but it's been a while as well, Kai Frieza is different than movie Resurrection F Frieza? That's what you're telling me?
Yeah, I believe that's...
Okay. Because you can compare both actors right now and see which one replaced which when. Because when he left for surgery, but he left... Ayers left before Resurrection F?
Yeah, Chris Ayers did Kai and Super.
Mm-hmm.
And then Demand Mills did for... He was in Fighter Z, and I think for the movie, for Resurrection F.
Oh, but Ayers has been in Super.
Yeah.
Oh,
right.
So then Ayers took his... So he took his role back.
Yeah.
But he clearly couldn't be in the movie, and clearly in Fighter Z because of the lung issues.
Right, yeah.
Interestingly enough, so I don't know him in Fighter Z either, but you've seen him in Fighter Z.
I mean, so, they both do a great Frieza, and they're damn close. Like, it's hard to tell.
Well, to be fair, I guess I would argue...
I remember hearing.
It's Mills' interpretation of Ayers' Frieza.
Right, probably, yeah.
Yeah, because remember, both their Friezas are vastly different than the original Frieza. I forgot her name, but she also did Genkai.
Linda Young, was the original English for Frieza and Z. Yeah.
Yeah.
She was also Genkai.
They're night and day.
Yeah.
They're both great interpretations, but they're night and day.
Right.
Yeah. Well, either way, so do you see any differences in what might happen with Frieza in the movie now that you've seen the trailer, or do you think there's not enough to go on? Because I do wonder if they actually drag him to Earth, or, because I wonder what's this Broly's motivation, even. Because we've heard nothing. All we've heard is Paragus actually... That's the one difference, I'll admit. Seemingly, Paragus is actually able to order him around without some kind of, medallion or something to, keep him at bay. He's just like, hey, Broly, it's time. Right. Broly's like, all right.
I think they're technically part of the Frieza forces.
But then why did Broly attack Frieza?
I don't know.
They look like they might have been former members. I mean, to be fair, their armor looks like older Saiyan armor.
Right.
So I guess, I don't know. I still think it's time travel shenanigans, but you don't think so.
No.
Well, the reason why is Broly, like, Broly had to have been traveling randomly in space for the last 30 years, and he never came upon Earth and other Saiyans.
I mean, the universe is a big place, man.
You can feel, but apparently he's the legendary. He can feel power levels, can't he?
I don't know if he's like that's the thing. I don't know if he actually taps into that power until now when he fights Goku and Vegeta.
Oh, you think that's the difference?
Yeah.
Okay. No, that's fair. If that's the difference, then I'm cool with that. But all right then. So, yeah, I think we're gonna wrap this up. But you know what? If that's the big difference and the big reveal is that he's just been a chill, he's been a less than legendary Super Saiyan until this moment.
Yeah.
Okay, that's fair. But I mean, yeah, I guess we'll have to see what happens with the movie. And it does seem like the flashbacks. I don't know. It seems like Broly's in a test tube. Like, I don't know. Like, I don't know what's going on there. It reminds me of the Bio Broly thing.
Oh God, no! Oh
So-
God, no! We're not going back there. Thank God.
Yeah.
But it's actually a little bit of a tie-in to Dragon Ball Minus, which was a story that Toriyama had written a while back. It was basically like his telling of Bardock.
Ah.
So yeah,
Okay.
they kind of go into a little bit more about like how Saiyans are bred, I guess technically.
Oh,
but, yeah.
okay. All right. So then I guess we'll see more of that in the movie. So, all right.